Hey everybody, and welcome back to Guenevere's studio. So in this video, I decided to do a little tribute to Carrie Fisher. So I'm doing a drawing of her as Princess Leia. Very sad to hear the news that she died today, but luckily we all get to continue to enjoy her as Princess Leia for now and ever after. For this drawing or sketch, I was using very basic tools. I'm using a zebra mechanical pencil. It's an M301 MP, just a pretty standard mechanical pencil, and it wasn't very expensive, and it's actually also kind of falls apart sometimes. So it's not the best one, but it's what I got. And it just has very basic lead, whatever the lead that came with it. I did buy some extra soft lead for it. I just haven't used up the lead that came with it, so I haven't put the new lead in yet. I also later use a Faber-Castell TK 4600. It's one of these pencils that holds a really thick lead, and I recently got it, so again, I'm using the lead that came with it. I have ordered some softer lead. It just hasn't gotten here yet. Then I use a jelly roll, gel pen, just to get a little bit of the highlights going. And I do have a Mono Zero eraser. If you are wondering about the sketchbook that I'm using, it's a really cheap sketchbook that I ordered off of Amazon. And the reason I got it was just because I liked that it was pink. I thought it was kind of cute. And it was cheap, so I said, why not? It actually is kind of strange. The paper in it kind of feels like construction paper. So it's not really the same quality as, say a moleskin. And it actually smelled really bad when I first got it. So if you are going to get one, you probably want to flip through it a little bit and let it air out for a few days, because the smell did kind of stick around. But I had it left open overnight and flipped through the pages a few times outdoors, and that helped, and it doesn't smell anymore now. So it's all better. So why am I doing these drawings? Well, I'm actually currently working on a much larger painting, and it's definitely taken me a few weeks to get it done, besides moving and everything. I've been kind of busy, but I still wanted to make a video for you guys, so we're doing a drawing. And as soon as I get this painting done, I will get that video up for you. Hopefully it'll be done by next week. If not, we might be doing another drawing. I will give you a sneak peek of the painting that I'm working on at the end of this video, so you can see my progress and how far I've gotten. So I just started this sketchbook a couple weeks ago, and I actually have never really used a sketchbook regularly. Like, I've never finished a sketchbook, and something just came over me and I decided now's the time. So I'm going to try to do a sketch every day. I'm not holding myself, very strict to it, but it's just a goal that I'm setting for myself to try to do a little face sketch. I want to pretty much just do like portraits in this one. I'm actually going to call this sketchbook Let's Face It. And so I just want to do different expressions and really focusing on the face and practicing with expressions and different types of faces. So that's my goal for 2017, is to finish this sketchbook. We'll see how it goes. But I kind of also just wanted to do it for myself, so I wasn't really intending on doing sketches for videos. I really just wanted to do it as practice for myself. So in this video, I was definitely a little bit nervous, and it took me a little bit to just try to forget that the camera's there and just do it, because I don't usually do my sketching in front of an audience. And frankly, I'm really out of practice. So with that being said, I tend to follow contours. That's just kind of my natural style. So I'll start to lay in a little bit of mapping with contours, and then just try to adjust, how does this contour relate to that one? So if it's like the edge of the cheek, where does that relate to the eye, to the nose, to the mouth? And I just try to triangulate where things go. And everybody needs practice, so this is my practice. If you would like to see some more of my sketches, I do post the finished sketches on Instagram, so you can follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of my sketches. So with my face sketching goal, you can be pretty sure that there's going to be some portrait paintings coming in the future. I have some ideas I'm pretty excited about, but I got to get through this painting that I'm working on, and maybe a couple others that I'm already agreed to do. So we'll see when I can get around to it. Sorry about the focus there. I had turned the autofocus off, but then I had to restart my computer, and so it wasn't on anymore when I started drawing again. So I apologize. All right, we got to talk a little bit about Star Wars. So I'll tell you guys my favorite scene in Star Wars. Now you got to realize, I was pretty young first time I saw Star Wars. And there was a scene in the first movie that I used to rewind and watch over again. And that's right, yes, back in the day when you had to actually rewind the tape. And I used to play it over and over, rewind, play. And that scene was when Luke Skywalker first sees the Millennium Falcon and he goes, "What a piece of junk." And for some reason, as a kid, that was like the most hilarious thing ever. And so I used to just rewind it over and over and over and just all day long. What a piece of junk. It was great. Yeah. Did any of you like that scene? I know there's got to be somebody out there who also thought that that was really hilarious. Now, I liked Star Wars, but I wasn't like a super huge fan of Star Wars. I think I was probably still a little bit too young and, would rather watch Care Bears or something. So I can honestly say this is actually my first Star Wars fan art ever. Pretty excited. Only took a few decades. Maybe I should do some Care Bear fan art. Just kidding. Music awesome. I am so grateful that I discovered Joakim Karud, who makes this music, and he also allows YouTubers to use it royalty free. He's awesome. You should consider checking out his Patreon. And he also makes videos too. Check out this latest video he made. It's awesome. He just grabbed a bunch of random stuff around the house and made a song with it. So cool. I really had a lot of fun working on the braid on this one, and unfortunately I am just using the stock lead that came with that Faber-Castell, so I couldn't really get like the super darks. Maybe I'll go back over this drawing later when I get the darker lead or the softer lead. But I still had a lot of fun with it. It was really fun to, do each little section of the braid. And I can totally understand how there's the trend on Instagram of people drawing braids. People draw them like in pink and purple. And I totally get it now. They're really fun to draw. So who knows? Maybe I'll try doing another braid. working on these face drawings, I do tend to go to Instagram to look for faces to draw. So just a heads up, if you would like me to draw you, post a selfie of yourself and use the hashtag GSDrawMe. Then who knows, maybe you'll end up in my sketchbook. And I do tend to prefer selfies that you've taken like with your phone, not like a selfie where someone else takes a picture. I don't know why people post pictures that somebody else took of them and call it a selfie. Because I think a selfie really is you taking a picture of yourself, right? Oh, the nose was so tricky. I don't know if I quite mastered it, but I got as close as I could give it for tonight. I was like, all right, I gotta just be okay with it. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back next week, if not with a painting, with another drawing. And here comes your sneak peek.